So this is the introduction to minerals, and what I want you to see with this is just how we define a mineral. What is a mineral? What's a rock? And how we talk about that. So this is the first page of your notes. The minerals have 5 characteristics, and if any one of these things is not true, then it is not a mineral, technically. So there's 5 things. The first is that it's naturally occurring, meaning it's found in nature, not made in a chemistry lab. Inorganic, meaning the difference between something that's organic or inorganic. Organic meaning that it was once alive. Think of organic chemistry as the chemistry of biology. So inorganic means that it's never part of a living thing. It's never been part of a living thing. Found as a solid in nature, so it needs to be found at some point as a solid. So certain chemicals that are only gases are not technically considered mineral. Formed from elements or compounds, so it has either a single element or it's a compound of different elements that come together, and it has a definite chemical makeup and a regular atomic structure. So when we look at something like salt or water, they have water being H2O. It has a definite chemical makeup. It's not different every single time you look at that substance. And the way that the atoms are arranged, they're arranged in a way that is in a regular pattern. So if we look at certain things uh, down here, you can see these are both minerals. They both are solids. They form naturally. These diamonds form naturally. They're solids found in nature. They're elements, or this diamond is made out of carbon. The chemical makeup is an irregular thing. So if we look at something like ice or water, is that a mineral? Well, let's see whether it fits those characteristics. Is it naturally occurring? Yes, we found it naturally in nature. It wasn't made in a lab. Is it a solid? Yes, when we have a glacier here, it's a solid. Does it have a regular arrangement of the atoms? Which it does. Is it made out of elements or compounds? It's made out of carbon and sorry, it's made out of hydrogen and oxygen. So yes, it's a combination of those things. And is it inorganic? And yes, it is. It wasn't made by something that was living. So ice, even though it sounds hard to believe that we would call it a mineral, is a mineral. Now, the difference between minerals and rocks is that minerals are just one combination of a compound, right? So the compound's the same all the time. Rocks are made out of a variety of minerals. So rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals are the building blocks of these rocks. And so you can get many different combinations of minerals to make up rocks. But minerals are sort of defined by themselves as just single elements or compounds. And if you look at page 16 in the reference table, at some point you'll spend some more time looking at that. That shows pretty clearly what the chemical compounds are that make up minerals. So that's just an introduction to rocks and minerals. It's just the first part of your notes. And if you have any questions, please let me know.